Hi guys, my name is Medi Malanda on all social platforms. I talk about faith, skincare, and just general wellness for men. Always been Christian, but I believe that your own path, you have to find it. Take care of yourself. Women like men that take care of themselves.
Yeah.
I suffer from dry skin, so I have psoriasis and eczema. I even want to say God called me and I answered. People don't lack knowledge, they lack availability.
Oh.
He said he will leave me. God forbid. It's scary. We've seen people die from it.
I feel like
When he
people
said
like you
TikTok, I
are
was
to blame as well because
Because this right here is the biggest game you ever have.
you're on my show. Welcome to Truth Be Told. This is a series where we dive into all things oral care, oral hygiene, beauty, confidence, and the stories behind every smile. Today, I am joined with another special guest who's changing conversations around faith, skincare, and confidence.
Thank you. That's actually a nice introduction. Hi guys, my name is Medhy Malanda on all social platforms. And yeah, I talk about faith, skincare, and just general wellness for men.
Okay, so today we're going to be discussing like all things oral hygiene. We're going to be talking a bit about skincare. We're going to delve into a bit about faith as well, okay?
Mhm.
So we're going to start. You're known for all things skincare. When did your journey begin? Have you always had good skin? Did you ever struggle with it?
No. I was one of those typical men. I don't know if it's stereotypical, but most men don't know about skincare until
Right.
a woman teaches them.
Mhm.
So just like me, it was actually one of my friends. She had a social media platform that she was starting.
Okay.
And she wanted to do like a 1-month trial on a woman and a man. And she came to me, she was like, Medi, you should do this. You should do socials. It might be good for you. People, it's good for your skin. Just take care of yourself.
Yeah.
Just answer was like,
No.
nope. This is too much. Like I'm sticking to one soap, one cream. That's it for my whole body. And then she slightly convinced me. She was like, oh, I'll pay for it. You don't have to do too much. We'll do like a 2-step routine to begin with, sorry. So did that, and we actually started with a cleanser.
Okay.
And that first day, I suffer from dry skin, so I have psoriasis and eczema. So every
Okay.
time I'd come out the shower, my skin would be dry up. After like 1 second, I'll be like, not white, but ashy.
Right.
Ashy, you get what I
Right.
mean? So wash my face with that cleanser. I'm still in the shower. I'm like, I feel like, what's going on? My skin feels like I have cream on my face.
Oh, that's
like
good.
feels
Yeah.
moisturized.
Yeah.
I'm like, wow. So yeah, it convinced me. And how long ago was this? I want to say 7 years. No, more. Tell a lie. 8, 9 years.
Okay.
9 years ago.
So ever since then, you've
Ever
tapped
since
into
then, I tapped
skincare.
in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so it started with you basically finding a solution to your psoriasis.
To my,
as
yeah,
eczema.
yeah.
Okay.
To my dry skin.
Interesting. All right. So more men are investing in their skin now. Do you think the shift is a sign of progress, or are men starting to feel the same pressures as women when it comes to beauty?
I don't think they feel the pressure, but just in general, I think men are more realizing that when they see another man, obviously social media is the whole point of social media is to influence.
Yeah.
And when they notice another man on a social media platform, maybe look good or the life seems good because it's social media, they don't know if it's real.
Right.
They naturally want to have the same thing. And also, if I have to be very real, a lot of men relate it to women because they want to look good for women.
Right.
And I tell people all the time, I have to be real honest with you. One day you're going to marry if you want to. One day you want to look for a girlfriend. Take care of yourself. Women like men that take care of themselves.
Yeah, 100%.
So literally take care of yourself. It
Yeah.
starts within and then without as well. So skincare is in the list.
Okay, that's good. I like that response.
Thank you.
Have you ever felt the pressure to maintain your skin solely for your content? Because you are essentially like one of the people that men will turn to for skincare. So solely based on your content, have you ever felt that pressure?
No, I don't
Okay.
have pressure or content. I have days where I don't feel like doing that.
Okay.
I have lazy days. I have Sunday, lazy Sunday.
Yeah,
where you
yeah.
spend your whole day in bed. And I have days. I have days where I have pimples. I have days where I have hyperpigmentation. There's no stress. I even think the beauty about what I've understood about creating content and influencing is, let's say, the more I get pimples, the more I get hyperpigmentation, I can actually use that and tell the story like, you see, I go through it as well. It's not every day.
Yeah.
And
I agree.
it helps me with more footage.
Right.
So I can use the footage. With my psoriasis, sometimes you'll probably think like, this is crazy what I'm about to say. Sometimes when I have a psoriasis patch or my hair is with dandruff or something like that, I'm happy because I'm like, I can use it as content.
Right.
I can actually use it as content. If I have like an ad that comes in at that time and it's about let's say psoriasis, I'm like, oh, good, I can use it. Because if my skin is good, they're not gonna come to you anymore.
Right,
If that
exactly.
makes sense.
Yeah.
So it's a good for a bad, I want to say. It
Yeah.
works in both ways.
Yeah, I guess it works out for you then because you
Yeah.
can show that, okay, yeah, me too, I'm going through it, but look
I
how
do
I'm
want
able
nice
to.
skin. I do
Yeah.
want like obviously no psoriasis, but
hmm
if it's there, it's there.
Okay, so your content is about skincare, but it's also about faith. Tell me about your journey with Christ. What made you become a believer and a follower of Christ?
Obviously, I was born and raised in a Christian household.
Right,
Always been Christian, but I believe that your own path, you have to find it.
100%. I agree with
You have to find your own path. Also, I also believe that obviously you have prayers.
Mhm.
My sisters pray for me, my mum pray for me, my cousin. But after a certain age, I believe that God is like, you're grown enough to understand what you're doing and you need to start praying for yourself.
Mhm.
So this year has really been like a pinpoint, I want to say.
Okay.
Like, I even want to say God called me and I answered. He actually called me like, this is the time. It's not like going back and forth. Yeah, I believe in God. Yeah, I do this, I do that. But no, it's literally, I'm telling you to do that to change your life around. You know the benefits that you're going to have from it. You're going to have a good relationship. I'm going to give you the glory. I'm going to give you this, blah, blah. So just do it
I love
instead
that.
of just walking in circles. And I feel like slowly it was creeping up on me. I always knew I'm destined for greatness. I've always known that there's certain things I'd have to quit. And it's in there. I know it. I'm just listening to the other voice.
Yeah.
And I solely believe that everybody knows what's good
Yeah.
for bad.
Yeah,
Everybody knows what
100%,
you're
yeah.
supposed to do, what you're supposed to do. Or you just, oh, it's okay, I'll wing it. I'll do this. Oh, it's all right. I'll deal with the consequences later. So,
So what would you
yeah.
say was the difference between this year and last year? Because you said you feel like this year you tapped in and you actually heard God's voice.
Certain things that happened in my life.
Right.
One thing that my auntie used to tell us all the time when we'd go out, she'd be like, why do you guys go out late? It's not good at the time around. There's obviously bad spirits or energies outside.
Yeah.
And I never understood what she was like, oh, we're going out at midnight. I'm like, okay, cool. And sometimes I'll see my auntie, I'm like, if I'm awake at 4 a.m. or 3 a.m., she will up praying. And one day, obviously recently, God literally woke me up around 3 or 4 a.m.
Right.
It was for a whole week, same time. And I'm someone who's like very self-aware and I have a habit of looking at my phone. So when I wake up, I knew it wasn't me. It felt like someone tapped me like, wake up, it's
so
time to
you
pray.
felt like it was an encounter.
Yeah,
Right.
an encounter, like time to pray.
Mhm.
And several days in the same time, I was at the same time, 3 or 4 a.m. and I started realizing, I'm like, oh, that's what she meant. And speaking with other people, a lot of people were telling me those are the crucial times to pray.
Mhm.
Apparently it's written in the Bible. I haven't done my research, but it's written in the Bible that certain times to pray is around 3 or 4 a.m. that you should be praying because that's when it's like, again, the spirits are out.
Spirits are operating.
Yeah.
Right.
So this encounter kind of like left me mind blown. I was woken up for a whole week at 3 a.m., 4 a.m. on the dot. And it didn't feel like me waking up normally. It literally felt like someone tapping me, wake up.
And did you pray every time?
I'm a bit stubborn.
Okay.
I was like, oh, I'm tired. Let me not. Okay, cool. Went back to sleep. First night, had a nightmare. Second day, same thing. Woke up and I'm like, okay, cool. I'll pray quickly. Nightmare. Third time, he woke me up and told me to pray. I was like, okay, cool. I'll pray.
Right.
But he told me, get on your knees. And people that know me know, Medi is like, my dad was a very prideful man.
Right.
And I'm a bit, I don't want to say I'm prideful, but I
It's not good.
have a little bit of pride somewhere.
Okay. Yeah.
That's why also on my Instagram it says mindset and faith.
Mm-hmm.
When it comes to mindset, I feel like I'm unbreakable.
Okay.
In this physical world, there's not much that can break me.
Mm-hmm.
So prideful that I'm strong in the physical world, I'm like, yeah, no, I don't want to get on my knees. That's just like, yeah.
For good.
That's the problem though. And I understood later
Right.
that it was with him. He's like, okay, no, for me, you're going to get on your knees.
Yeah.
Because it's God.
Mm-hmm.
I've always said, the only time I'm going to get on my knees in this world is for God or my wife.
Right.
No one else.
That's good.
And
As it should be.
That's how it should be. But it's a little bit, it's a little bit of pride. People be like, what do you mean prideful? But yeah, I did. And then when I did finally went well and I had many more encounters that just left me mind blown to this day. So,
that's good. I'm happy for you. Okay, so how does faith influence your approach to self-care? How do you balance faith and self-care without crossing into vanity? Because it's very easy to cross-link the two.
God said our body is the temple of the Holy Spirit. It's His temple. Take care of yourself. And that, also I'm on a whole foods journey right now. So I even made an ad of this, so funny. I'll get to that. So when it comes to taking care of myself, he speaks about not being lazy in the Bible, which is with business and work, especially as a man. So our work is taking care of myself, respecting myself. Take care of your body. I have to shower. If you don't shower, be clean, that's not taking care of your body. If you have skincare, It's part of taking care of your body.
Yeah.
We can go on and on and on. The food that you eat, he said, eat my food. That means I'm not going to go for processed foods. I'm not judging anyone that eats processed foods, but I'm just saying whole foods, we all know that is the way to go. God's food is whole food. Processed food is lab made, is made by humans. That's not his food. So technically we're not listening to him. And we all know that obviously if I ask you, you tell me I'm in need of sugar right now. I'm craving something sugary. I'm like, okay, cool. Here's a sweet. Here's a fruit. Which one makes more sense to eat?
The fruit.
Okay, so everybody knows fruit because that's God's food. It's healthy for you. It's sugar. This is processed. We all know that if we eat this, we're going to be unhealthy. And God only wants good for us. So when he tells us to eat his food, there's a reason to it. So crossing over to vanity, I feel like taking care of yourself is just a must, but not overdo it. So me speaking about the food is to say like this as well. What you eat when it comes to whole foods should also be in your skincare. Don't go for chemicals. Don't go for things that are lab made. Go for natural stuff and we'll be fine.
So what's your skincare routine then? Because you said don't go for chemical stuff. Just
when I say chemicals, I'm talking about like obviously everything is a journey, so step by step.
Right.
So I'm trying to cut out brands that have like parabens, sulfates, anything that's not good for you. Certain brands actually have those things inside, and we keep seeing more and more now with the internet. People coming up with this brand is not good and such and such reasons. I think that's good because it's eye-opening. So I'm just trying to use more brands who are literally natural. And if one day I can fully just sustain to natural stuff like aloe vera, like the aloe vera plant, any other stuff, then I'll do that.
So what's your skincare?
Ooh, it's a broad routine.
It's a broad routine.
It's a broad routine. But now
that's good. I like that because
I'm using
men is just water.
It used to be me. I can't judge. It used to be. But I use a cleanser. So I want to say right now I'm actually trying the Grown Alchemist, which is a brand that's actually 94% clean.
Okay.
So I'm trying. They have stuff like in their serums, they have ashwagandha, vitamin E, niacinamide, which is vitamin B3, and all the stuff can be found in food. Vitamin E can be found in avocados, which are actually healthy fats.
Right.
Ashwagandha is, well, it's a plant which I use as a supplement because it is good for stress, testosterone levels. Vitamin B3 can be found in mushrooms. So, like I said, what I eat, I'm trying to have it in my skincare as natural as possible.
Okay. That's really good. So
thank you.
You're not the type that will go to eat junk food, basically. You're just your whole foods diet.
Yeah, I'm trying as much. Like I said, it's a step by step. I can safely say I can't remember the last time I had McDonald's. Literally.
That's good.
Can't remember. I don't think I'm going back either. No, I know I'm not going back.
That's good because it's hard. I mean, when you get in the habit of eating certain foods, and it's fast food, literally fast food. It's quick as opposed to whole foods. It's a bit more expensive as well. Some people don't want to spend that much.
See, but that's the problem though.
That is the problem, yeah.
The thing is, I gave you the example of sweet and fruit, right?
Right.
People don't lack knowledge. They lack availability.
Yes.
So the food is more expensive.
Okay, so what's your advice that you would give to men or even young boys that are watching you about confidence? Because speaking to you now, you come across as someone that's very confident when you see you online as well. That's one thing about you. So what advice would you give?
Again, back to my socials, mindset and faith. I think, if I was to go off the Bible, we live in a physical world and a spiritual world.
Yeah.
And in order to thrive in the physical world, you need a strong mindset. And in order to thrive in the spiritual world, you need a strong faith. I want to say work on those two things, but keep faith as number one. Because you always have an instance in your life where you always need faith, not mindset. Work on the small things. If you don't know how to, let's say you don't know how to dress, which brings confidence. Try by asking your friends small pieces. Look at people that you liked, the way they dress, ask questions. I used to be afraid of asking questions because I'd think like, oh, I might come across like dumb or
there's
annoying.
Never a silly question.
There's never a silly question. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Literally ask. And I feel like the more I get older, I start to understand that people actually don't feel bad about helping someone.
Yeah.
Surround yourself by the right people. So if somebody makes you feel silly for asking a question, that person is not supposed to be for you.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. So what else? It's hard. You know, that question is hard for me because I've always been a confident person.
Yeah.
No matter what happened in my life,
growing up, you've always been confident. Okay.
And I've always been a lot self-aware. So when somebody asks me that question, it's kind of hard to answer.
What makes you confident?
What makes me confident?
Instead of giving advice, what makes you confident?
That's really nice. What makes me confident? My faith.
Amen.
My faith. It's so my faith and my
Yeah.
mindset. That's it.
Yeah.
I just believe that whatever I go through is meant for me to. It's meant for me to make me into the person I'm supposed to be. If I don't understand it now, I'll understand it later, or at least I'll try to. One of my key mottos that I live by and I say it to everybody is reflection brings clarity, and clarity brings understanding.
Right.
I believe that I've worked hard in order to say that now on this day and day I've mastered reflection. I think everybody has the ability to reflect, but not the capability of it. So you need to work on it.
Okay.
That's really it.
That's good. All right. So moving on to like the oral hygiene side. Do you have an oral hygiene routine? You said you was recently tapping into
I'm
it.
tapping into it. I'm getting there.
What are you using at the moment?
So I tongue scrape. I have an electric toothbrush.
Right.
I also use a mouthwash,
Mhm.
and I also have floss.
Okay,
Like
that's good. So you got
floss
a good
picks, you
routine.
call it?
What is it? The thread, incidental brushes?
No,
Which one?
it's the like the small picks that you can buy in a pack.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah,
Okay.
sorry. They have
All
like a pointy back and then the
Yeah,
floss
and
at
then
the
it's the
front.
floss at the
Yeah,
front.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so that's good. All right, so we're going to move on to the next segment now, which is the dilemma segment. We ask our audience to send in any dilemmas, whether that's oral hygiene related, confidence, skincare, or anything like that.
I'm
And we have
intrigued.
a few.
Oh my, breaking out. He said he will leave me. Hey.
Come on, pick. We're going to go through all of them anyway.
Oh, we're gonna go through all
we're
of
going to
them.
go through all of
Oh,
them.
okay. Sorry, my bad. All right, breaking out. Breaking out dilemma. Hello, team. Firstly, I love the show. I've watched all the episodes so far. I have a dilemma I want some advice on. I'm 18 and I recently started breaking out really bad. I've tried all the recommendations on TikTok and nothing seems to be working. That's funny, TikTok. It came out of nowhere. I eat clean, I play ball, so it's not my diet. I'm not sure what I can do or use. Any advice would be appreciated. I also do modeling part-time, big up you. So with my skin looking like this, it's messing with my mental. I won't lie. Thank you.
Okay. What do you think?
First and foremost, you're 18.
Yeah.
So you're a teenager.
Yeah.
So that means you're probably going through puberty, which is okay. It's totally normal. It's okay. Don't get at yourself. It depends what type of breaking out is it. Does it look like whiteheads? Does it look like acne? It depends on what type of breakout it is. If it's acne, depends how severe it is. I'd say go see a dermatologist.
Yeah, I was going to recommend that.
I'm not a dermatologist, I'm self-taught.
Mm-hmm.
If it's whiteheads, you can try using an exfoliator, a gentle exfoliator. So either an AHA or PHA, which is very gentle. Also try using, if it's like small breakouts, pimple patches. There's so many pimple patches out there. Some are see-through, which is very good. I mean, not see-through, but they are invisible. It blends in. Yeah, invisible. I think that's it. And when it comes to your confidence, look at yourself. You're already doing a lot. You kick ball, you model. A lot of people are going to look up to you. Some people want that life. So when it comes to yourself, big up yourself. You're already doing a lot and keep going. You're only 18. You have a long period of time. At 18, what was I doing at 18? I was at uni.
Yeah, uni, yeah.
And I was actually playing American football. Yeah.
Oh, okay. You played American football?
Playing American football. Yeah, playing American football and uni. So look, you're doing great.
I would say don't listen to everything you see on TikTok. That's one thing. I feel like people like TikTok, you are to blame as well because, yeah, do you know what I mean? Because you're advertising all these things. Because I do facials as well, I get clients that come and they're like, yeah, I tried this on TikTok, I tried that, and it's confusing the skin.
The thing is also, what works for me might not work for you.
Right.
But it's trial and error. It's a journey.
Yeah.
So that's why my content is actually, one thing I have to big up myself is I do educational content.
Okay.
I'm going to teach you what is a serum, what is it for, what is a cleanser, what is it for. So you can then, obviously with that education, go and do your own research,
figure out
learn about it, what works for you, trial and error, and now you've gained knowledge. And that knowledge you can also use it for generations and generations to come. That's how you build anything when it comes to generational wealth, generational skincare, whatever you want to call it. That's how it goes.
But I think that's good. But a lot of people will come on TikTok and be like, you need to be using this. This is so good for your skin. This is da-da-da-da. And then it's swaying people like that. He's only 18 and and it can essentially make the situation worse if you're using all these different products.
True. So then try and, what we just said, basically, when you go on TikTok, look for people who will educate you. Not tell you this is my routine or do this, do that. Literally look for education and then obviously from there go on.
Right, next dilemma.
Am I the ugly friend? No, you're not. Hey guys, I have a dilemma. I have a friendship group of 5. We've been friends for years and we're all lovely girls. I can't help to notice that whenever we're out in the group settings, we're there where there are other males. I get the least attention. I know I'm not ugly, but I can't seem to shake it. Shake the fact that I'm maybe the ugly friend. I've slowly started to distance myself, and when they invite me out, I'm starting to decline.
Aw.
Am I wrong for feeling like this, and what can I do to make it better? I haven't spoken to them about it because, to be honest, I'm embarrassed. I can't wait to hear your thoughts if you do read this. We have read it, and no, you're not the ugly friend. To me, I believe that what's for you will be for you.
Amen. I agree
So
on that
it will come to you,
highly.
whether it's now or later, it will come to you. People who are around a lot of people who get a lot of attention, sometimes at the end of the day, when it comes to later down the line, they might not be with anyone. So
Mhm.
don't be stressed about now. Focus on yourself. Keep doing what you're doing. I don't know what you do in life, but just keep elevating yourself. That's my advice.
I feel like her distancing herself from her friends isn't a good thing because
Mm,
now it's kind of like you've got a problem with your friends when it
yeah.
shouldn't be like that. Like you advised, I think, yeah, just focus on yourself. Like you said, you know you're not ugly. So, yeah, there'll always be the one in a friendship group that gets the most attention and whatnot, but
Social standards, I tell people all the time, social standards don't mean
anything.
nothing
Don't let men validate you.
at all.
Yeah.
Somebody might think something is beautiful, it might not be for somebody else.
Right.
So at the end of the day, it doesn't mean anything whether it's like you look like this. People like to portray stuff on social media. This is the way of if somebody looks good if they look like this, like that. No,
Yeah.
it doesn't mean everybody's preference is different.
Social media is literally killing people at this rate because you want
Literally,
to match up to what you're seeing online.
it doesn't
Yeah.
mean. Social media is not real, guys. You can see somebody on social media look good, live a flourished life.
Right.
They don't have nothing in their account.
And yeah.
So be careful.
Okay, next one, and it's the last one.
He said he will leave me. God forbid. I don't know the situation, but hi
Okay,
team. I hope this email finds you well. I have a problem I want your opinion on. I've been with my partner for 3 years and honestly, he's my soulmate. I cannot imagine life without him. So the situation is difficult. I've always been insecure about my weight, of my arms and belly, something he knows about. I've tried going to the gym and dieting and nothing is working. To be honest, I'm not happy. Recently, I told him I'm considering getting liposuction done, and he instantly went off on one and told me if I do, he would leave me as it goes against his moral values. This is something I want to do for myself, like you just said. So I'm so conflicted on what to do. I feel it is unfair. Kind regards. You want to
So,
say?
yeah.
You want to speak? Or?
No, you want to guess?
Oh,
You have
okay.
to give your opinion first.
I think the last part you said is very important. This is something I want to do for myself. You've tried other things, you've tried other ways, and it's still affecting you mentally. It's not like you haven't tried.
Mm,
I'm not gonna say I'm for liposuction, but
okay.
again, it's for yourself. If you think that's gonna help you, then do that. But I do want to say it's not gonna completely heal you. I want to say if the
Yeah.
situation, if something is bothering you, there's always a deeper rooted
Issue.
issue. Yeah, sorry. There's always a deeper rooted issue. So you have to go to the core. I think that's just surface level. It's probably going to help you for a certain period of time, but it might not help you fully. So maybe figure out what's deeper rooted and start by the core.
Okay, so in that situation, you've got your girlfriend, you've been together for a number of years, and she's telling you, like, look, Medi, I'm really insecure about my weight and everything. I've tried the gym, it's not working. I've tried dieting, it's not working. I want to go and get lipo done. And you've turned around and said, look, if you get this done, I'm leaving you. And then what? Put yourself in the guy's perspective now, as well as the females. So what would you then do? You don't want her to do this because you're not against it, but you don't want your woman to go and get procedures done. So many guys don't.
Yeah.
So as a guy,
For me, I think it's even scary. We've seen people die from it.
no, 100%.
So
Yeah.
I think it's very scary. And also, you know, I believe that everything is possible naturally. Me being me, if
So
you're
what would
talking
you
to
do?
me,
Yeah.
Medhy,
Yeah. What would you do?
babes, I'm going to go to the gym every day with you. I'll make you a program. I'll help you with the gym. We're going to
That's 'cause
try
you do
it.
gym though.
Yeah, that's why I said me,
Okay.
personally.
Yeah. Right.
Me, personally, I'll do it. But can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
And I'm going to be brutally honest. I'm not a nice person.
Right.
Do you think the guy is wrong? I'm not saying how he handled it
Yeah.
is right, but
Right.
do you think he's wrong?
Okay, so I'm a girl, so I see it on her, a woman. So I see it on, I see it from her side too. But I don't know whether I would say he's wrong. because it's preference. You might not want your woman to be like that, especially if you didn't find her like that. You wasn't in a relationship
I
with
love
her.
you the way you are. I'm still always going to love you the way you are.
But then from the woman's perspective, sometimes, going to the gym and all of that stuff, do you know what I mean? She's tried it. And as much as you can say that, oh yeah, there's a deeper issue within, sometimes that just is the issue. And I don't like my weight. And, you know, I'm not that I'm not for it. I don't condone it. Like going to get stuff like BBLs and all of that done. But if it's what would make you happy, then
at the end of the day, I can't stop you.
Yeah, I don't feel like the guy is wrong. I feel like he should have handled it better, but I don't think he's wrong because obviously preference, like I said, you didn't find her like that. But I think he should try and put himself in her shoes too. Yeah.
That's why I asked you the way he handled it. I don't think the way he handled it is right. You don't need to go off on a tantrum.
Yeah.
Conversation can be had. Yeah.
Would you leave your girlfriend?
No.
She went ahead and done it.
No. Because I love you for you. I love you for the person. A person is beyond the physicality.
Okay.
I love the way you smile. I love the way you think. I love the way you cater to me. I love catering to you. If you're a woman of God, I love the way that your relationship with God. I love the way you are with your parents. I love all these small things make you.
Right.
It's not because now you're going to have liposuction that all of a sudden you're a whole different being. No, your mind is still the same. Your faith is still the same. So you're still the same person. I might not like the fact that you went to do it because it's against my morals, but does that change the whole person?
No.
No, she just physically might look a little bit different.
All right, so she comes back now and she doesn't look nice. He said, She comes back now and she doesn't look nice. Because you're saying...
I don't like it, but I mean...
You don't like it? So what then? Because you're standing on this moral high ground, like, yeah, you know, you're still you, you're still beautiful, but she comes back now and she doesn't like it.
Okay,
and
cool.
You don't like it.
One thing I said recently to somebody about a conversation about liposuction, BBL, etc.
Yeah.
Most of the times, obviously men like women. We like the women physique. Those things are made, quote unquote, normally to enhance the physique, right?
Right.
So it can't really go against, I won't be like, you don't look nice, because it's made to enhance you, quote unquote. That's what you're aiming for.
But it could look wrong.
Then we're looking for a good person.
Okay, so if she's doing it, we're going to look for a good person. Okay, good.
I can't hold you. What do you want me to do? I can't be like, no. Right. If she wants to do it, she will do it. And at the end of the day, I'm not your dad. I'm not, I can't go against, like, I can't willingly hold you against your will.
Right.
So if we are doing it, because it's a we thing, because me and you for life.
Right.
Then, cool, babes, I'll pay for it and we'll find somebody good.
That's nice. Right. I like that. Because a lot of guys will just be like, nah, like, I told you this isn't what I want. And kind of, I don't want a girl that's got her body done and all of this stuff. And...
Honestly, she said belly and arms.
Yeah.
That's not like most men.
You're not going to get a BBL. Yeah.
It's not the same. I don't think it's
lipo is definitely different.
And also, at the end of the day, if me and you are together, that means I want to marry you. So ride or die.
That's the end of it. We're going to move on to the next segment, which is the trivia. So we're going to ask you 5 questions related to teeth as well as skincare. See how well you know your stuff. Okay. So this is a multiple choice one. What's the most effective for hyperpigmentation? Salicylic acid, niacinamide, hyaluronic acid, or retinol?
I want to say retinol because it's a stronger dose.
Nah, niacinamide.
Huh?
Because it's for skin brightening.
Well, niacinamide, yeah. Well, I mean, but retinol can... interesting. Okay, cool. That's interesting.
Yeah. Okay, which drink is the most harmful to your enamel? Coffee, red wine, orange juice, or water?
Coffee.
No, orange juice. Because it's high in acid.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah,
okay.
So, yeah.
Okay. I always thought it was coffee.
Yeah, because everyone thinks stain and that, yeah. Okay, so question number 3. So far, you've got none right.
It's all right. I'll redeem myself, hopefully.
Cool.
Don't make me look bad here. People are going to be like, he doesn't know.
Doesn't know anything. What does SPF stand for?
Something factor. It's something factor.
I mean, the easiest one will probably be S.
Solar, sun.
Sun?
Yeah.
Right.
But the P, I don't know. And then factor.
Sun protection factor.
Okay, sun protection.
So you're here promoting people to use SPF. You don't know what SPF means.
You know, everybody knows what SPF is. I don't need to go and look into the details about that. You're making me look bad. I told you don't do that.
I'm just asking the questions. I'm sorry. All right, number 4.
Don't worry, I know my stuff though.
The largest organ in a human body is what?
Ooh. I know that question. I know that answer actually. Hold on. How do you say that in English?
Say it in, what was you trying to say?
Is it your liver?
No. Come on, try again.
Kidney, liver, heart, stomach. Actually, is it not the other thing that
That's
your
stomach.
darms? Is your darms? No.
It's your skin.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Oh!
jeez. You know what I said? Because I went to a CeraVe quiz and we had that question.
Okay, yeah.
And then I was like, also what? What do you mean?
Your skin's
It's
an
the
organ.
skin.
It
Oh, your
acts as
skin
a
is an
protective
organ.
barrier.
Yeah. That's so funny. Okay, cool.
Cool. You got a lot. You got one more.
It's all right. It's okay.
All right. The hardest substance in your body is?
The hardest what?
Substance in your body.
Substance.
Yeah, in your body.
Substance.
Yeah, the hardest substance in a human body is?
I have no clue.
Enamel.
Oh, your
The
teeth
hardest
basically.
thing in your body,
Your
basically.
teeth.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Sorry. Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah, we're done.
I
We didn't
tried.
get any.
I
You're the
tried.
only person that's got none right.
Hey, did everybody get the same questions?
No, not everyone gets the same question.
Oh, okay then.
But people at least get one right.
I tried. If you said if you said the hardest, I don't know. You said you're using fancy words.
Was you good? Was you gonna say
Substance.
teeth anyway? Even if I said the hardest
Obviously,
thing
it's the
in your
hardest
body?
thing and the strongest muscle. Do you know the strongest muscle in your body?
It's your mouth.
Well done. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll give you that.
Thank
Hey.
you. You're on my show.
That's so funny.
Okay, so next we're going to move on to the show and tell segment. So we ask our guests to bring in any oral hygiene product or any skincare product or anything that ties in with confidence and self-care and growth. What did you bring?
My brand new Bible, who actually arrived yesterday.
Amen.
So I haven't even opened.
Why do you vouch for the Bible?
Because this right here is the biggest game you ever have in your life. Anything you want, whether it's hygiene, whether it's even looking after yourself, just in general, faith is big. The Bible has everything. You can apply all the stories just to everything in life. It doesn't miss.
Yeah, it doesn't miss. It does not miss. You can use it when it comes to business. You can use it when it comes to work. Like,
everything.
It's, yeah, great.
So, yeah.
I really love that.
Is yours the Bible as well? What's your...
One thing that I vouch for?
Yeah.
I don't know.
What's one thing you vouch for?
I would say God as well, faith. Yeah.
Faith.
Yeah.
So I don't think a lot of people would... Well,
you're the first person that's brought a Bible, so that's
is
great.
it?
Everyone else brought like skincare products or like tooth products,
I mean, it
teeth
made
products,
sense
which made sense, yeah. But I like that you've tapped into a different perspective on it. God is everything. God is number one.
That's my journey now, and for the rest of my life, I'm happy about that.
Great. So before we round off, we usually ask our guests to leave us with 3 tips, whether that's with skincare, whether that's with confidence, whether that's with oral hygiene, 3 pieces of advice that you would give to viewers.
Health is wealth.
Amen.
Faith over mindset, and a little goes a long way.
Okay. Why a little goes a long way?
It's a turtle race. Have you heard the story about the race of the turtle and the rabbit?
Yeah.
At the end of the day, the turtle wins.
Yeah.
Little goes a long way with skincare.
Yeah.
People, the more you do, it doesn't mean it's better.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, the less I think is better.
Mm-hmm.
I think teeth as well. Same thing. People want to overdo. I think at least start with the minimum and stick to it.
Mm-hmm.
Consistency is key.
Amen.
So a little goes a long way.
Okay. Thank you so much. It was lovely having you. I've been your host, Nadej, and this is
Medi.
And we'll see you again in the next episode.